I'm already 1 minute late to class. What should I do now? Oh, I'm gonna make it from the science wing. I think it's faster. Wait, Rasil, where are you going?
I'm going down the hill to the Kaziyeh.
To the Kaziyeh?
Yes,
Look
to
how
the
steep
Kaziyeh.
this is.
But it's faster.
No,
But do you think if it's too steep, I'll fall down?
I think so. It's like 20 feet to the ground.
Wait, I remember Miss Charlotte uploading on Google Classroom a video of how to figure out slope. Let's go check it out.
Okay. So today I'm gonna be talking about how to find the y-intercept. The first method is through a graph. Let's say this graph is like this. It's not important because I'm only gonna be using one part. So let's say a linear equation, for instance, passes through this line, passes through here. This dot, the 0 of 2 is the y-intercept, because the y-intercept is when x is 0. So you always have to look when this part of the slope coordinations is 0. Another method would be from the slope intercept one, which has the equation of y equals mx plus b. The b is always the y-intercept regardless. So an example of that would be y equals 2x plus 6. 6 would be the y-intercept in this case. Another method would be the point slope. The point slope is y. Let's say for example y minus 5 equals mx minus 3. We have to expand. We have to give m a number. Let's say it's 2. Let's change this to 12. Okay, so m is 2. It becomes y equals y minus 12 equals 2x minus 6, because m is, and we distribute, m is 2 and we distribute. So now plus 6 plus 6, and y equals y minus 6 is equal to 2x, and we take it over there, plus 6 plus 6, y equals 2x plus 6, which is like the slope intercept, slope intercept formula, which is mx plus b. In this case 6 is b. The last one is the general form, and it looks like ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So in this case you have to have negative c over b in order to find the y-intercept. So let's say let's plug in some numbers for the coefficients. So a in this case, let's say equals 2, b equals 3, and c equals 6. So we have to plug in 6 for b and 3 for b and 6 for c, and that would give us negative 6 over 3, and that is negative 2, and that's the y-intercept for this equation. Now moving on to the rate of change, the slope. What we have to do for this one is, let's say for instance, we look at a graph. We have these points, let's say for instance, on the graph. You have to pick 2 points where you're sure they align with the points. So let's say for instance this is 2 and this is 0, 0. We can take this point and this point, and the equation that we use to find the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And what we can do by this algebraically is to plug in each of the coordinates for y or x. So in this case it's going to be 3, 2 as the first coordinate and 0, 0 as the next. So we're going to plug in 2 for y2 and 0 for y1, and we're going to plug in 3 for x2 and 0 for x1. So let's do that. 2 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, which the rate of change or the slope is 2 over 3 in this case, which means that it increases twice above and 3 to the right. Another way we can do it is interpreting it linguistically and looking at the correlation and looking at whether it's positive or negative. What we do is, let's say we have an example of a house. A house's cost in the first year is $24,000, and the second year it is 24,500, and third is 25,000. So we have to put this in a graph, divide our x and y. So this is x, this is y. The x is going to be the number of years, so this is the first year, second year, and the third year. The y in this case, which is the cost, is 24,000, 24,500, and 2,500. What we do here is, as we plugged in here, we have to plug in y2 and y1 and x2 and x1. So we choose one of these and plug them in. So in this case, let's try 24,500 over minus by 24,000, and x2, let's say it's 2 because we have to keep it constant, minus 1, which is the first year. So this will become 500 over 1, and that's the rate in which it will increase yearly. So to put this in perspective, we have to write that the average rate of change is $500 per year, This is positive because all the points will be towards this side, and it's always increasing. And also the numbers are really close together, which means it has a high correlation. Thank you.
Rasil, what happened?
Work, I chucked it out. I think I figured it out, okay?
Is it too steep?
No, it's not too steep. We can make it in time to the class before break ends.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot I have class. Okay, bye.
Bye.